Hi beautifuls, welcome back to my YouTube channel. You are hanging out with Loretta. So in today's video, I'm going to show you guys how I made this delicious mash. I did serve it with oxtail, but I will show how I got to this mash. So these are the ingredients you'll need. There's one ingredient I didn't add, which is plain yogurt. You'll see it at the end. I have water in this bowl. I'm sure you won't see it, but it's got a bit of salt, and I have added my potatoes in there. I want the salt to kind of clean the potatoes thoroughly before I start cooking them. So I'm going to leave them in there for 5 minutes, and now I am going to rinse them 5 minutes later. I'm rinsing them in lukewarm water. I'm going to rinse them twice, and then I'm going to set them on the side, and I will boil them in hot water. So we're just rinsing. As you can rinse whichever way you want. Remember, there's one thing that I always say in my videos is that do things the way that you wish, or how it works better for you. There's literally no better way or wrong way of doing it. You could put them. You can put your potatoes in a strainer. You could wash them in a pasta thingy bowl. I don't know what they call those bowls with the holes, if you want to like properly wash them. So I'm just using this method because it's easier. And now I'm transferring my potatoes into a pot, and I am using hot water. So I'm going to use 2 cups of that hot water, and I ended up draining most of this water because I did cook my potatoes on low heat. I don't want potatoes that are not properly cooked when I'm done. So I'm going to cook them at 4. My stove goes up to 9. So I'm just going to cook them on 4, which is like medium heat. And yes, so now I have strained the water out. I'm adding cheese aromat, and I have added black pepper and oregano herbs. I know some people say oregano. I can't even say it. But yeah, oregano herbs. And now I've added again 2 spoons of butter. I've added a spoon of cream cheese. I have also added 2 spoons of plain yogurt. Guys, plain yogurt is the secret to delicious mash. If you don't like the tang, like that bitter taste, go maybe in with 1 spoon and just taste it. And maybe just do it gradually as you go along making your mash. Don't add a lot of product, just add a little bit of each and see, and like kind of taste how it works for your palate. If it doesn't, then don't add any more, because what you will get out of all of these flavors is a tangy mashed potato, creamy yet tangy. All right, and I'm just gonna work on that and mash it. I am now adding a little bit of lemon. You can go ahead and add lemon zest as well if you want. I don't want it to be too bitter with all the lemon and the cream cheese and the yogurt. So just that is fine for me. And I'm going to add in milk. You can add in full cream. I had low fat milk. And I'm just going to work that. So what I'm trying to achieve with my mash is that I want the mash to be smooth, a little bit loose, but not too loose, because then it will be hard to kind of hold the shape on the plate. So I'll show you guys the consistency as I go along. But you don't want it to be watery. At the same time, you don't want it to be too thick. I think thick mash is just, it's how we used to cook back in the day. This mash is the future, guys, I'm telling you. I did add thyme herbs at the end of the video, so you can go ahead as well and add them if you've got. If not, that's fine. You can add in mixed herbs. You can add in any herbs that work for you, or any herbs that you have in your cupboard. You don't have to go all out herbs. I think our herbs, They all have like different taste to it, but as long as those herbs work for your palate, then go ahead. So I'm just smashing that. I'm using this plastic spoon. Okay, so I think that's done. You can see at the bottom it's starting to burn. So I am gonna start serving my mash now, and I'm happy with that. It's got a little bit of lumps. Can't get rid of those. Actually, I think they also help just so your mash is not too soft. You can also like chew on a little bit of bits of the potato. All right, guys, and it will be time to serve. Do enjoy. I don't have a piping bag, and that's definitely not an issue. I use these plastics. I normally use them to kind of package my meat when I buy it from the butchery. So I've used that plastic. I've put all my mash in there, and I'm just piping it out. I've made a hole, a little bit of a big hole on it, and I'm just making it into a round shape. You want to make sure that most of the mesh is on the outside, very little inside. You don't want to leave the hole as well in the middle, because what will happen is when you dish, everything will just go to the bottom and push out the mesh on the sides. So yeah, just make sure to put a little bit of that mesh in the middle, and you can serve. Guys, please try this out. Please, please, please. And let me know what you think. I think it was fantastic. Please make sure to subscribe to my page, hit the like button, share this with your family, your friends. Mwah.